The end of a 9-year-long journey has arrived at the hands of Kakao as the best manga and webtoon reading app has officially stopped development. Tachiyomi, if you do not already know, is the ultimate manga reading app that is free and is completely open source. In addition to containing no ads, this app provides users with the ultimate reading experience while accessing manga from multiple third-party online sources, some of which include pirate websites where copyrighted materials owned by Kakao could be found. These pirated content are hosted by sites like Manga Dex, and content from these sites can be accessed through the Manga Dex extension. Similarly, Tachiyomi provides a variety of extensions from different sources, which allows users to read comics from every site in just one application. It is important to note that Tachiyomi does not host any of the pirated content itself, but instead acts as a bridge between the users and the pirated content, similar to how Google acts as a bridge between us and whatever website you would want to access. Now, starting from the very beginning, on January 2nd, the open source Tachiyomi manga reader found itself at the center of a legal dispute when Kakao Entertainment, a South Korea-based company widely known for publishing solo leveling, issued legal threats stating that they would be going after the people involved in the app's development. The demands were to terminate the project, delete any comics uploaded to the app, and delete all versions or forks of the app, even on GitHub, despite the app carrying no third-party content. The extensions in question included Bato, Manga Dex, and many more. In response, Tachiyomi's main developer proposed a collaborative approach, suggesting filing DMCA notices for problematic sites hosting infringing content. Tachiyomi then took swift action, removing the said extensions and releasing new versions between January 6 and January 8, signaling a commitment to addressing the concerns raised. But Kakao wanted more and claimed that apps such as Tachiyomi make users' devices vulnerable to viruses, which is a claim that has been disputed. In the midst of all of this, Tachiyomi's popularity surged as GitHub trending data indicated increased support for the project. But despite this, the final blow and Tachiyomi's demise occurred on January 13, as Tachiyomi's official statement announced the end of active development. Kakao's legal threats had obviously taken a toll, leading the development team to cease operations. The core GitHub repositories were scheduled for takedown. Official social media accounts were to be closed and the Discord server repurposed for a general community. What this all means is that while the app will continue to exist and will continue to work, there will be no one to maintain the app. So, the extensions that provide the material for Tachiyomi will have problems on the long run, as there is no one there to maintain the app and the changes that might arise, either due to an Android software update or any other change which will affect the working of the app. Like I said before, Tachi does not host any of the pirated content itself, so legally speaking it would be hard for Kakao to actually lawfully take down Tachi, since they legally aren't doing anything wrong and instead should be going after the extensions themselves, but instead went after Tachi. In response, Tachi has removed all the extensions which wasn't necessary, but with Kakao going after the devs themselves, this response would likely mean a safer approach, as they're covering their bases by removing official extension support and making it rely on community updates. From lessening the impact of a possible lawsuit, this approach, while sad, is something that cannot be criticized, as a possible lawsuit in itself is a pain that requires money, time, and patience. Kakao going for Tachi instead of the aggregators themselves is likely because aggregators will always pop up. But it's not just as easy for Tachi, which is a result of a lot of hard work from people who expected nothing in return, making this a much harder blow. While I objectively cannot deny the reason for Tachi being targeted, it still is emotionally sad, considering how great an app it really is compared to Kakao's contemporary app, which not only provides bad translations but also requires the users to pay a hefty amount just to view a couple of chapters. What I further do not like is that the company Kakao, who supposedly are now doing justice, but given the opportunity will bully their own contracted artists. This isn't mere allegations I'm talking about. From Sue, the author behind the webcomic Sound of Bread, We lost out on all our earnings to the artist behind the webcomic Roxana, who went through a heartbreaking miscarriage only to be pressured to continue working, leading to her hospitalization. All in all, it isn't a good feeling to see Tachi go down, but I'm pretty sure that an alternative will soon pop up. Although sticking to official sources would be the best alternative. Also, you can still continue to use Tachi by switching to extensions not managed by Tachi, and the app will continue to run like how it did. Although there isn't an alternative at the level of Tachi, I have heard good things about Kotatsu, so you could try checking it out. If you like this video, then do subscribe to my channel and feel free to comment on what you think of the end of Tachiyomi.